Okay, so in this video we'll learn about loops, and I will be covering for and while loop as a visualization, like how basically it works. So let's see first the for loop, right? Now let's say I have a list of scores which has like 48, 49, 47, 39, 25, 16, 42. Okay, so this is the list of scores, right? Now this will be, we know that this is gonna be an index, right? So this is gonna be index, sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So there are 7 elements and the indexing of that. So similarly we have the negative indexing, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and -7. So this is the negative indexing, this is our forward side and this is the negative side, right? So when we create a for loop, right, so we create a for score in scores, print score. Now what happens, right? So in runtime, this entire list, first element, so when I say all the first element, so the first element of 48 will, out of this list, right? So this list 48 will be, so so 48, then we have list, right? So 48 will go and it will come here, so 48 will be stored, so this score will be equal to 48 for the iteration 1. So in iteration 1, so there will be total 7 iteration, as we have 7 elements. In first iteration this score will be this particular value, this score, right? The score will be having 48 as a value and output will be printed as 48. In second time, what will happen when we have the second time, so let's say the next number is 49, right? So the next number will be your 49, right? So now instead of this it will be 49, and this way I'm talking about iteration 2. So in second iteration, and the value will be printed out at 49. So similarly what happens, right? So the next iteration, let's say this next iteration, what will happen, the next value is 47, and then iteration next the score will be having 47 value, and then this is I'm talking about iteration 3, which is again the 47, right? So this is what we get of value 47. Now this is how it will keep on, and every iteration it will keep on values, like next is 39, then next will be here 25, and similarly so on will go till the last element. So again 16, then we have the 42. So that is how basically your for loop works. Okay, so this is a local variable, this is defined, user defined, this is user defined. Okay, so it can be anything based on what the user think should be the value. And also scores is also a user defined variable, but it is a list, iterable, it should be a list. Okay, or it can be a string, so this can be either a list, string, or something iterable. So basically iterable value it should be it. Okay, so if you put some integer number, then it won't be, because integer single number, right? For score in 100, right? That's not a correct statement. So yeah, it should be an iterable. That's about the for loop. Now we'll talk about the another loop which we have, and that is basically your, let me draw that, and we'll use that. Then we'll talk about while loop. Okay, so while loop. Now this while loop, right? So basically it is simple. So while we have the condition, it will do something. Okay, so in between, if this condition change here, when condition changes, loop will exit. Otherwise it will keep on doing this, whatever it is asked to do. Okay, so it will check for a certain condition, and it will keep on doing that until unless this condition changes, and it becomes loop will end exit at a, like for example, while true or while value, and value I have defined to, let's say I have a simple loop, I have a value equals to true, then I have a while loop value when true. Okay, as long as it is true, and then I will do something and I will change this value. So sometimes when I am done with, I will make value equal to false. Since this value become false now, so this loop will exit, because that is how the while loops work. Okay, so I think that's all about the loops. I want to give you an intuition. Now in the next video, let's look this in action. That's all for this video. See you in another video.